Four friends are carrying different amounts of money, and exactly one of them is lying. We've got to work out which one it is. So let's just consider some of them and what would happen if they are lying. If Ada is lying, for example, so she is saying, I am neither carrying the most nor the least. If she's lying, then she is either carrying the most or the least. But this would mean that either Chris or Debbie was lying because they're saying between them that they carry the most and the least. So because we know exactly one of them is lying, it cannot be Ada because that would have led to more than one lying. If Bryn is lying next, Bryn says, I'm not carrying the least. If Bryn is lying, then they are carrying the least, but then Debbie would also be lying. We know that can't be the case because exactly one is lying, so Bryn is also telling the truth. Debbie says, I am carrying the least. Okay, what if Debbie is lying? And that means that Debbie is not carrying the least, but then um, Ada, we know, is telling the truth, so can't be carrying the least, and Bryn can't be carrying the least, so Chris would have to be carrying the least, but then Chris would be lying. So actually, Debbie must be telling the truth as well, and it must be that Chris is lying. So how many letters is in his name? It's going to be 5005. And we can now try and find out the order, I think. So Debbie's telling the truth, so Debbie's carrying the least. That's going to be the 111. We know that Ada is neither carrying the most nor the least, so Ada's going to have to be here or here. We know that Bryn is not carrying the least. Okay, Bryn could be any of the three. Chris is not carrying the most. So as long as Chris is, say, here or here, we're okay. So we could go with D, A, C, B, but there's other options as well. I just thought I'd add that little bit at the end. There's actually going to be more than one possible answer for how they're carrying it, but in any case, it must be that Chris is not carrying the most.